I forget the damn sound every day, so shout out to that. Whatever. Anyway, how's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Real quick, I want to go over what we spoke about yesterday real quick, and then we're gonna discuss what we're gonna discuss today. But yesterday we basically, the event that we went to, the press conference that we went to, was because there were public advocates was there. Jermaine, I can't remember his name offhand. Tamika Mallory was there. There was a couple of other people there, and the reason why they were there is that they want the district attorney in Manhattan to step down. The reason why they want the district attorney in Manhattan to step down is because he's allowing his friends. Oh, Chanel, was you? All right, that's what's up. Because he's allowing his friends to rape women and get away with it. There's one specific person that they were talking about that is a dentist or something, a gynecologist, a OBGYN, and he's have about 20 or so complaints against him. And many of the people who have complained against him, he's assaulted multiple times. And this particular DA is either refusing to prosecute, or he's letting them off basically with slaps on the wrist so they can go and continue to assault other women. So that's what the whole thing was about yesterday. His name is Cy Vance. Hold on one second. I wanted to start the show off with this just so we could be clear about all of this. Well, you heard the song that was playing. Hold on. I don't know who that is. Anybody knows who that is? She's dancing the Old Town Road. Oh, she was killing it. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. Okay. Hold on. I was looking for something else. The judge is being accused of racial inequality and injustice, gender inequality and injustice, prosecutorial prejudice, crony justice, dereliction of duty, and violation of the public's trust. This is the flyer that went out. That's him right there. This is what that bit was about yesterday. Just if I wasn't clear enough yesterday about what it was about. All right, so let's get to it. First thing we want to do, as always, is we want to give a show our appreciation to the individuals that donated to the previous live that we had. So we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna go through roll call as usual. We want to give a shout out to Brooklyn Born with the $20 drive. He's actually, oh shoot, hold on, I gotta fix something. Y'all gonna pardon me. He is not the sponsor. Black Wolf is not the sponsor for today's video. My apologies. I knew it started with a B. I picked the wrong B. I was in a rush. Shout out to Brooklyn Born 718 for sponsoring this video this morning. Shout out to Malik Kadeem with the $2 drive, and shout out to Harlem Network Live, Home Team Network Live with the $5 drive. Once again, shout out to Brooklyn Born 718 with the $20 drive, Dub Drive. Shout out to Malik Kadeem with the $2 drive, and shout out to Home Team Network Live Sports Music Entertainment with the $5 drive. Those was our supporters or our donators last night for a Tonight Show. All right, so hold on, let's get to it. Who we got up in here today? What's up, Sons the Fathers TV? How you doing? Salute. What up, Big June? Big June says good morning, Jack and the BBN fam. Salute. What up, DTSN? What up, Chanel? She came back in here with her other account. She was like, oh man, that was my other account. Shout out to that. What's up, James S. Julius East Harlem, Shy Murder? That's your new account. What up, Black Wolf Malik? How you doing this morning, my brother? Salute. What's up, Big Boy? Salute. What up, Edie? How you doing? Thanks for letting me know you couldn't hear. I fixed that problem. Shout out to Sharice Sapp. Jason Hodge. Jason Hodge says, morning, Jack. Turn up volume, can't hear. I think I fixed that problem, but I have to start starting the damn live with the volume up. I don't know how I do that every day, but you know, consistency. Anyway, who else we got up here? Let me fix that. What up, Deborah Bryan? What up, LV the Slap? How you doing today? What up, Rue Jones? How you doing? Soto Fast Pass. Deshaun Ragsdale, Singapore. How you doing? New York Silver Stacker. How you doing? Patrick N. Very happy to have a lot of people in here this morning, and everybody seemed to. Well, a lot of y'all seem to be chatting. What up, Young Earl? Young Earl says, Jack Frost. Good morning, peace, bro, and love. That's a fact. Peace and love to you too. What up, Greedy Pez? What up, Lex BX? Lex BX says, damn. Did we find out who Shorty was dancing though? I don't know who that is. Like, what in the hell? Um, what up, Ali? Ali. What up, Ali? He says, "Yo, shout me out, Jack. I shouted out your first name, Ali. I hope that works. What up, Mel Boogie? What up, real one in the building? Shout out to you. What up, Libby Hazelton? Who else we got up in here? That's it. That's it. Can we get some bags early? Can we get some bags early? Yeah, these people, huh? You just gotta be Tamika Mallory didn't put this up. Tamika Mallory was just showing the BS that people were doing. Like, you gotta be like, black people, come on, we gotta be ashamed of ourselves. This is not cool, yo. This is why we going, this is why so many of us is on the wrong side of shit. Look what people are doing, yo. They think this is funny. I mean, I want to know if this was. I'm not gonna lie. I want to know if this is what black people did this, and if black people didn't do this, did a black person show up here and put hands on somebody? Because I don't care who did it. Somebody needs to. Somebody probably needed to get hands put on them. Like, what's going on with this? Like, how is this acceptable? How is this acceptable? Look what these people are doing. How is this acceptable? This is not acceptable. Wait, wow. Come on, fix that. Fix that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is not acceptable. What in the hell? These people want to go Bill Cosby somebody for freaking Martin Luther King's birthday? Like, what's going on over here? Um, I don't know what to say. Anyway, people are weirdos. I don't know what to say. I ain't gonna lie to y'all though. Yesterday, my hands was freezing. I was standing out there in that cold. I didn't know it was gonna get cold like that. I was just standing out there in the cold. I forgot to bring gloves. I got gloves. I just don't know where they at. All right, so this is open discussion. Is there anything y'all wanted to talk about before I go on a diatribe about some random situation or matter that's, could we get those likes up? Like, is there possible, I'm gonna change the screen. I don't like this screen. Did it fix? It fix. Could we get those likes up? Because the dislikes are winning currently. I forgot to go to court for the CIA Chris situation. I'm not 100% sure what happened with him. I'm gonna reach out to somebody today. I'm not gonna do it at the moment. I'm gonna reach out to somebody today. I saw some of the Aaron Hernandez documentary. I think some of the shit is lies. They have a person who literally went to school with Aaron Hernandez. Who they got the guy that was like, yo, me and Aaron Hernandez, we had sexy time together. They got the guy that was saying that, and they got the dude that came out and said that guy's lying because he wasn't even the starting. He wasn't even the starting quarterback. He's trying to tell people he was a starting quarterback. Dude was he wasn't the starting quarterback. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think all of these accusations about Aaron Hernandez being secretly gay. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of gay football players, gay athletes, just in general. Just because somebody's gay, that doesn't mean that they can't, be athletic. I guess that should make you more athletic. Just because somebody's gay, that doesn't mean that they can't be athletic. But the point that I'm trying to say is I think I need a little bit more. I mean, I don't personally care, but I think that if we're gonna call the guy gay, a guy that already passed away, committed suicide and died, I think you need to call. We need more than just some random dude that's lying about being the coach of a damn um being the coach of not the coach, being the starting quarterback of the high school team. He's lying. So why can't he be lying about some kind of affair? You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm tending to find out that when you show up to, the 20-year reunion, your high school 20-year reunion, the person that's lying about the job that they have is probably also lying that really ain't his wife. That woman is probably some Instagram thought he's paying. That might not be his wife. That might be some chick that he picked up on the way. You feel me? And I personally had people throw lies and accusations around about me like that. So I might be a little sensitive to the matter about somebody just calling you something and it's not being true. So you know what I'm saying? Okay, so there's a thing that people say that whenever somebody says it, I kind of just automatically, I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. I automatically start not believing what they're saying once they say something around the lines of, do you got proof? Because the simple act of saying, do you got proof, means proof exists. You just want to know if I got it. I'm going to tell you a story. So I was doing something, right? And the thing that I was doing needed quiet, right? So I'm not throwing no shade at nobody. I'm just explaining the situation. So a person knew that I needed quiet, right? So what the person did was the person waited until I started doing the thing that I was doing that I needed the quiet for, and then they started talking to somebody kind of off in the distance, and they was messing up the thing that I was doing. So when I went and was like, "Yo, why are you doing what you doing? You know I'm doing something, and I need. This is why I can only film and do my stuff at home. This is why I don't take my computer, my jump off right here. I don't take it nowhere. This shit stay in the crib. If my computer leave the crib, you are important. I'm gonna say this again. If I take my computer and take my computer out of the crib, that means that for whatever the event that I was doing, I'm taking the most importance that whoever I did it for, you are very important to me. You feel what I'm saying? Just keeping it a stack. So that's another reason why I just only work from home. So anyway, so this was a situation. So what the person did was when I was like, "Yo, can you keep it down? Like, what are you doing? You see me doing something." The person was like, "What do you mean? What did I say then? If I was talking, what do I say then? I don't need to know what you said to have heard you talking." You understand what I'm saying? So always be prepared and be mindful of when people ask you questions that you can't answer because they know that they were wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So this is just tools for life. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Be mindful of the questions people ask you or to the levels people want to hold you to. Because just because you don't know what a person said, that don't mean that they didn't say something. The problem isn't what you said. The problem is we need it quiet. You decided not to be it. That's the issue. That's the problem. So when people do shit like that, I don't believe nothing. I just automatically just assume that they're just untrustworthy. I'm gonna be honest with you. You heard yourself talking. You know you was talking. The hell do you mean that I needed to hear exactly what you said? I don't need to know exactly. You were talking. You messed up the damn clip. What are you talking about? We over here trying to work. You feel me? So always be mindful. You understand what I'm saying? Because what a person is gonna do is the person wanted me to try to, yo, you said this and you said, so they could say, nah, that's not what I said. But that wasn't the issue. The issue was you shouldn't have been saying anything. You feel me? So be mindful when people do that. People will tell you how trustworthy they are. That's a whole fact. They will tell you. Anyway, with that being said, I don't really believe dude. Dude lied about being the damn starting quarterback for the high school team. He wasn't the starting quarterback. And even more important than this, I'm not taking no letters that anybody commits suicide and the police found serious. You know who needs to find that letter that I find? I'll take the letter serious. I'll take the letter serious when somebody that loves you finds the letter. I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to take it serious when somebody that loves you finds the letter. You think that if You know how many letters have probably been written by people that have committed suicide inside of a prison and we never find out what that letter is? Prisons just don't be letting those letters go willy-nilly. Prisons just don't be telling you, oh man, this person committed suicide. Look at the letter they wrote. But we get it now? Now they're telling us the letter that Aaron Hernandez wrote. I mean, come on. I mean, at one point or another, you have to be able to put 1 and 2 together for yourself. I'm going to tell you, this is just me, my personal opinion. There's people that I know that can't be trusted, and then there's people I know that just believe anything that comes out of certain people's mouths. And when I have a person that around me that I know is a straight liar, and I see somebody else that just believes everything that they say, that just makes me think that person's an idiot. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So if you just believe in every single thing that's said by the prisons because they released a letter saying that he wrote a letter right before he killed himself, I'm just not gonna believe all of that. Yeah, his fiance is a real rider. That's a whole fact. But remember, allegedly, the person got killed. Okay, so for everybody that don't know the entire Hernandez's story, this is how it initially started. There was a person that was killed in a nightclub. Everybody forgot about that, right? That there was a person killed in a nightclub. Okay, so what basically happened is Aaron Hernandez and some of his people were at a nightclub. While they was at the nightclub, he had an interaction or altercation with a gentleman that was in the nightclub. After he had the altercation with the gentleman in the nightclub, everybody leaves the nightclub at some point and they're driving. They see the people in the other car. They fire into the car. One of the people get killed. Right? They're trying to say that the reason why Aaron Hernandez killed his homeboy because his homeboy was going to eventually snitch. That was the original story. Odin, I forgot his name. His name is one of his names was Odin. I think that was his last name. He was told that they was gonna snitch. That was the original story. Now we're getting a whole nother story that some dude, I believe, somebody did something to somebody's girlfriend or something along the lines. Lloyd, Odin Lloyd. Thank you. That was his name. So that's the original reason why they're saying homeboy got killed when the story first dropped. So this particular story got a lot of moving pieces. First of all, that man had CTE. They checked his brain. He had some of the worst CTE ever seen in the history of these people checking brains. Aaron Hernandez was only 20 something years old, and he had the brain of somebody that's like 60, 70 years old. I'm gonna say that again. Aaron Hernandez was like 20 something years old, like 22, 23 years old or something like that. He had the brain of somebody that was about 70 years old. His CTE was some of the worst, if not the worst CTE ever seen. For everybody that don't know what CTE is basically when you have too much head trauma, when you have trauma to your brain starts secreting this fluid, and the protein that gets secreted causes neural problems in your brain. So the way that they tell CTE is after you have to die first, so they could do an autopsy on your brain, so they could dissect your brain. When they dissect your brain, they could see how much of the proteins actually was in your brain. He had some of the worst ever in the history of them doing this particular operation. So you're trying to tell me he had some of the worst CTE ever, but he killed himself because of some a relationship he was having with a dude. CTE is the reason why a lot of people have committed suicide. Junior Seau. If you want to see CTE, go look up who was the Jim McMahon. Go look up Jim McMahon. Jim McMahon is battling with CTE. And if you look up Jim McMahon, you'll see for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like what CTE does. Jim McMahon talk about No, he forget who, and this is, and this is something I saw on Jim McMahon about 7, 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. He, forget what he's doing. He don't remember faces. He can't remember his wife. He don't even remember the people that's around him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is what CTE does. So you're trying to tell me it's an actual fact. This is a factual statement. He had some of the worst CTE ever experienced by the scientists that dissected his brain. But you're trying to tell me that he committed suicide due to some kind of relationship that he was having with some dude or something. I'm gonna tell you what I believe this to be. I believe this to be a situation where the NFL wants to separate themselves as far away as possible from this situation and CTE in general, as far as possible from Aaron Hernandez. They don't want Aaron Hernandez to be a CTE story. They want Aaron Hernandez to be this was just him. This was in the history of the NFL. This with no one else. And don't forget, Ray Lewis was two people died with Ray Lewis also. He has a situation also. Don't forget also Ray Caruth. Did he just get out of jail because he either tried to kill his baby mama or actually successfully had his baby mama killed while she was still pregnant with the baby in her belly? So this is a problem with the NFL just in general. This isn't a one-time thing that they're trying to make it sound like. I used to play football. So I had this dude that I used to wait, wow. These are just dropping. So there's this dude that used to be on my team. I don't know if I want the all black retros though. That's not. I don't think I want those. I don't think I want all black. I don't really like all one color of anything. So no, I'm not gonna get those. Hold on. We're gonna get the Chris Benoit in a second. Hold on. So I think the NFL was trying to separate themselves from the CTE scourge, and also they trying to, if in my opinion, separate themselves from being able for the Hernandez family or anybody else's family being able to sue the NFL by saying that they know the problems with CTE, yada yada, this and this and that, and they need to make the game safer. Football can only be made but so safe. I used to play football. I'm telling you, football can only be made but so safe. I have people who I played football with on when we was in um I was in not Pee Wees, but I was in the next level up. My brain is messed up. I can't think of it right now. Pop Warner. So I was in Pop Warner. I used to play Pop Warner football. So, and there was people that I played with, and I'm not gonna lie, we be on the sideline and you can see that they got a headache and their head hurt. But when the coach send them back out, they go back out, and these are little kids. So, we was like 15, 16 years old, going out, getting our bell rang, coming out the game for a play or two, going in, getting a concussion, coming out for a play or two, then going right back into the game. And I personally know about one of my friends that played multiple games with bad headaches. And one of the reasons is because he was always trying to impress other people and the coach. And when you play sports, that's usually what you're trying to do. You want to stay on the field, you want to stay on the court, you want to impress the coaches. So that's what you want to do. But he's never been right. And there's a couple of other people that I played Pop Warner with, and just in my opinion, they've just never been right. For Aaron Hernandez to have the type of CTE problem that he had at his young age, he had to been developing these issues early. Like, he had to be developing these problems in his mid to young teenage years. He had to have been. It just doesn't make any other logical sense to me. Okay, first of all, he didn't want his secrets to be public. That's why he killed himself. Him killing himself literally made his secrets public. He literally wrote a note talking about his secrets. So no, why not, AKA? That gotta be a troll. You see how they just come in and say the opposite of whatever I'm saying, even if it don't make no sense? Nobody knew about Aaron Hernandez possibly being gay until after he killed himself. So he couldn't have killed himself to keep his secrets. Don't worry, that person is gonna say something stupid in a minute to try to defend that because they are a troll, and I'm gonna kick them. So let's get our bags ready. He killed himself so his family could get his money. That's a fact. That's a fact. He killed himself having to do with the money, having nothing to do with no damn secrets. Come on, say something. Say something, or you got to go to another account. You got to. You see the question I was asked? Can we get bags for why not? Can we get bags for why not, please? Go get another account, homeboy. Go get another account. Bring me that next view, and you're gonna dislike the video again. But bring me that next view. Go get another account. It's not insurance money. If it's not insurance money, it's not insurance money. It's not insurance money. Could we get bags for homeboy? I told you I was gonna kick him. Could we get? He was sitting over there trying to figure out a way to make a comment that was divisive but won't get him kicked. Any comment that he was gonna make that was anything on that line was gonna get you kicked. So you wasn't gonna figure nothing out. I already had you sized up. Supreme Duncan. He died as an innocent man, far as law. Yep. Had nothing to do with insurance. It had zero to do with insurance. When you get out the shower, and I take hot showers, please. I didn't put no freaking lotion on my arms and shit today. Them shits is burning. Um, yeah, yeah, it had nothing to do with insurance. You probably didn't know that though, so I'm just letting you know it had nothing to do with insurance. Early, yo. Also, we want to send out a special shout out to Bree. We hit that person with bags in honor of Bree. Bree Powell is not here with us today. That person got hit in the face with their bags in honor of Bree Powell. Salute to Bree. We can't wait to have you back, baby girl. The Patriots was trying to avoid the contract, and there was like something in the contract where if he would have stayed alive for like a day or two more, they wouldn't have had to pay some monies out. That's basically what it was. So since he died, killed himself, whatever the case is, they had to pay monies. But the point in which I'm trying to make is, when in the hell do you ever hear about a prison releasing a suicide note? Has anybody else ever seen a prison release a suicide note? Show of hands. Has anybody ever seen a prison release a suicide note with the exception of Aaron Hernandez? You've seen it? You have never seen it. I don't ever remember it. So if you know of one, please inform me. The law was overturned. He was convicted anyway, and his family didn't get the money. It didn't work. But he tried. I've never seen a prison release a suicide note. You don't think Epstein probably left a suicide note? That was like two jokes. You know, you know. No, not the same Epstein jail. But you understand what my point is. They don't. Oh, they already tried to hit us with the. We already got hit at 9:27. All right, we got hit early. Try to have that problem fixed by the end of the day. Yeah, so when do prisons release suicide note? Look, when something happened that don't make sense. So Louis Cologne is your husband, the guy that be sending the fake donations. You know what I'm gonna do, Miss Edie's? I'm gonna help you out the door right now. No, I'm gonna leave you alone for the time being. You say one of them damn fake ass donations, I'm kicking you. I'm not even gonna wait to find out the donation is fake. I'm just gonna straight kick you. Can we get some bags? I ain't playing them games. Louis Cologne is some dude that will come in here and donate money and then have the bank stop the shit. So we not playing none of them games, oh boy. Y'all going through too much effort to troll. Too much effort. Who thinks I should just kick the account? Hold on, show hands. Who think I should just kick the account and just be done with it? You think I should just kick the account? You don't think I should kick the account? Who think I should just kick the account and be done with it? Let's do a quick vote while I can still scroll up and get the name. Okay, Vic said no, not yet. So, okay, Vix. Vic said not yet. We're gonna put it on hold. And the vote's off. Vote's off. Vic said not yet. We love Vix. Shout out to Susan Bortz Bedell. Susan with the $5 drive. Susan Bortz Bedell donated $5 to kicker. So I'll tell you what. Do we got anybody else that got the same conviction as Susan Bortz? Do we got anybody else that got the same conviction as Susan Bortz? Let's see. Because Susan Bortz put $5 on her head. That's a whole fact. And let's see if anybody else got the same conviction as Susan Bortz. But as we stand right now, Vic said, let her get a chance. Not yet. So we're gonna not kick her yet. But Susan want her out the door. Susan is like, we not playing with these trolls. Just kick them. I love our chat. Vic said 5 more, we could override her decision. So let's see what happens. Vic said 5 more, and I can overturn her decision. I love our chat. We got the most. We got the most. Shout out to New York Silver Stacker. He donated the 5 more. He said bye, and he has bags lined up. So, Louis Cologne's wife, you getting hit. Peace. Louis Cologne's wife just got hit. Shout out to Terrence Brown. Terrence Brown is saying kicker too. Shout out to Rio Martinez. Rio Martinez is laughing. I think he's with the shits also. I don't think these trolls understand what kind of room this is. When they come here and they be like, oh man, Jack Frost has kicked us out. I don't think they understand. That's what we do over here. When you show up and we kick you, that's part of the plan. Oh, she's done. We kicked her. Can we get bags now? Big Hat said, get the F out of here. Bags! Can we get some bags? Can we? Y'all wanted her going bad, so can we get a shitload of bags? Y'all wanted her going. Look, Louis Cologne, you see what happens? Nobody cares about your fake ass donations you sending. Keep them. Guilty by association. That was probably Louis Cologne on his wife's account. He's about to send another fake ass donation. Get out of here. We don't want your type. We don't want your type. We don't want your type around these parts. Get off my lawn. I don't think people understand what the BBN experience is. That was him. What are you talking about? He came in here and said that damn name to try to set me off. Nah, brother. You get out of here. You, your wife, you got any pets? Do they got accounts? You got any pets with any accounts? You got any pets with any accounts? Just let us know now. Can we get those likes up? Yeah, that was him. What you talking about? All right, let's get back to what we was talking about. Shit. Got hit with them kibbles and bits bags. Yo, was Kibbles and Bits the one that had the wagon train? Was that the one with the wagon? Like the wagon train with the horses and shit that the dogs be chasing through the house? Was that Kibbles and Bits? And why do they got dog food commercials? It's not like the dog is gonna see that shit and look at the owner like that's the one. Oh, that was Gravy Train copy. There we had no the Kibbles and Bits bags. Oh man, oh that was Truck Wagon. I don't know what one that was. Y'all coming up whichever. Somebody look it up instead of guessing. Prince to me wants to kick the grandparents and everybody. I was about to say that, but I was like, nah, but your pets, your goldfish got an account, bring it. What are y'all thinking? This is the BBN, man. We don't play them games. Let's give a shout out real quick to everybody who's a member. We have to redo this list. But let's give a shout out. Let's start real quick. Oh wait, that's morning coffee. Let's do the morning coffee awards for the other day. Also, while we're at it, shout out to on the 20th, the donations from the 20th. That was Suicide, who came back with his 2.0 account, and James S. And also from January 21st, that was yesterday when we was out in the field. Special salute to y'all. Special salute to anybody that donates when we out in the field. Shout out to Vic Star with the $10 drive. Shout out to James S. with the $10 drive. And shout out to Brooklyn Born 718 with the $15 drive. Appreciate y'all, brothers. But what I did want to show is I want to thank you very much to everybody who is now currently a BBN member. Salute to all of y'all. That's a whole fact. This is a list. I have to re-update the list. The updated list will be coming. Salute to all of y'all. I appreciate everybody who is a supporter of the channel, obviously. You guys are the best. I mean, I don't know what more to say. Real quick, for everybody that wants to know how to actually become a member of the BBN First Originals, first 100, how you could become a member of the first 100. I'm going to show y'all right now. Oh, whoops. Wrong screen. What the hell? Oh, shit. Did I get rid of that? Okay, I'm going to have to show y'all at a different time because apparently I erased the jump off so I could go and show you my actual screen. So I'm gonna have to get that fixed up at one point or another, and I'll show y'all tonight. But definitely salute to everybody that's part of the BBN, that's a BBN member. All right, so yeah, the first 100. Let's get to 100 bag swingers. That's what we need to. That's what we shooting for right now. We're trying to get to first 100 bag swingers. That's a whole fact. And for everybody that don't know, also you can see the Morning Coffee Awards up there on the side of your screen. That's also every video. Okay, so when you donate to the channel, I'm always saying thank you because I really do appreciate all of your hard work coming here watching the show, donating your hard-earned money, coming here, spending time with me. Even when you have stupid ass comments, as long as it's not stupid ass comments that I have to kick, I appreciate those also. And I 100%, my favorite people are the individuals that we hit with bags. Okay, my second favorite people. Coincidentally, there's only two type of people for me, so y'all guys are my second favorite. So that also makes y'all my least favorite, but you'll give them a second favorite. Anyway, point being is, shout out to y'all, because if it wasn't for y'all and we didn't have the opportunity to kick so many different people, we wouldn't be able to have the community that we have. So whether you know it or not, every time y'all come in here, say and do stupid things and allow us the opportunity to hit you in the face with bags, you are helping to promote this channel. You are the real MVPs. That's how you monetize your trolls. All right, with all that being said, oh, before we go any further, any trolls in here right now that would like to get kicked? I'm just curious. Before we get started, any trolls in here right now? Well, Billy B's. Any trolls in here right now that need to be kicked before we get started? Okay. Okay, y'all want to wait. Okay, not a problem. Anyway, yeah, like just say it. Like you be like, hey, I'm over here trolling, ready to get kicked. Here's my bags. Here's my face. Billy B said, I kicked you 10 times. You're gonna chill on this one copy. What up, Wayne O? What pissed him off? Wait, what pissed him off, Prince to Amir? Spread the love. Become a bag swinger. Because sometimes bags just need to be swung. Wait, how did I piss him off, Prince to Amir, before we get back to what we talking about? How did I piss him off? I don't even know how DTSN ain't a bag swinger. I don't know how Common Sense ain't a bag swinger. Some of y'all not bag swingers. I'd be like, Some of y'all not even a member. I'm like, you in here every day. You're not a member. Might know where those dislikes are coming from. Anyway, oh, you out, Jason Hodge? Jason Hodge, like, oh man, this nigga Jack, part of my language. This dude Jack, he on one today. Jack is on one today. Jason Hodge, like, I'm not a member either. I'm out. Nah, I'm not gonna kick nobody for not being a member, man. Anyway, pretty soon nobody's gonna be able to comment unless you are a member. So pretty soon nobody's gonna be able to comment unless you are a member. Oh, I told them they the MVPs. They are. I mean, come on now. What's this channel known about more than anything else? Kicking people, right? So if the trolls didn't come and I didn't have anybody to kick, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do to pass the time? Make peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I can go for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All of our merch is a lot of our merch is based on kicking people. The trolls. You could do it from a computer. You could go into, I'm gonna tell you how real it is. You can literally just go into the Apple store, right? The Apple store where they got computers at. Oh man, I'm just passing the Apple store. Go into the Apple store, log in, join, log out, go about your business. Oh, you can't even do it from an Apple store. Huh? Could you even do it from a Mac computer? I don't know. iPhones are not an excuse. There's a lot of people. I should hire that flute guy, right? That flute guy was killing it yesterday. He was doing all of the remixes, the Zelda remixes. He was killing it yesterday. That's a whole fact, man. He should go. You know who that guy should go work with? He should go work with the dude from The Witcher. He should go play flute with the dude from The Witcher. That's what he should do. That's what he should do. He should go play flute for that dude from The Witcher. I'm telling you, they need to hire that dude. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, it was freezing cold outside. That dude was outside with just I didn't show him because I don't do that. I don't put homeless people on camera because I don't wanna even make it even seem like I'm trying to make fun of somebody in a bad situation because I'm not. So I don't put homeless people or somebody that I think might be homeless on camera. But that dude didn't have no clothes on and it was like 20 something degrees outside. I can't tell you how high he had to have been in front of the courthouse playing the flute, dancing. Felt bad for him. If I had some cash, I would have dropped him $1, but I ain't had no cash. Um, yeah, he should join the dude from The Witcher. Shout out to The Witcher. The Witcher, that show is so dope. The show is dope. Yeah, he was looking bad out there. That's a whole fact. I was just on one yesterday making jokes about everything, but he was really looking bad out there. Don't let nobody tell you different. All right, there's a couple of things I want to show y'all today. Oh, check this out. Shout out to that. I'm posting that right now. Something else I want to show y'all though. Hold on. Who the hell? Chris Brown got a clothing line? Shout out to Tamika Mallory yesterday for sitting down with us and talking. She is a cutie. That's a whole fact. She a cutie. That's a whole fact. What up, G's? It's something I wanted to show you. I forgot where I put it. Westside P said, when you got time, what do you think about what Jade said? If 6ix9ine snitched, he was gonna be targeted. If he didn't snitch, he was gonna get 42nd and still be. Yeah. What okay, so six okay, I'll read the whole question. So the question was, what do you think about what Jade said? If 6ix9ine snitched, he was gonna be targeted. If he didn't snitch, he was gonna get 47 and still be targeted because of what he said prior. First of all, The judge actually said that he believed that if 6ix9ine didn't talk, that there were people that was going to point the finger at 6ix9ine. The judge said this. I don't know how true that is. I'm not saying that that's what would have happened. But let's just pay attention to the chain of events, right? Every single thing that went down, it kind of looked like 6ix9ine ordered it, right? We have the conversation of Shotty talking to 6ix9ine, and Shotty is basically telling 6ix9ine that he got to put $50,000 on Harv's head. This is a conversation that they had. This is not me making nothing up. This ain't me talking sideways about anything. This is actual conversation which was had. Everybody has the transcript of this already that follows the case. Shotty was talking to 6ix9ine after 6ix9ine got arrested. I mean, after 6ix9ine got kidnapped. Allegedly. No, it was a real kidnapping. Let's not even play around with that. It was a real kidnapping. After 6ix9ine got a kidnapped and Shotty and 6ix9ine was talking, Shotty was giving 6ix9ine some good advice, in my opinion, and basically said that this is not going to end. And I'm not saying that trying to get somebody killed is good advice, but him telling them that he needed to beef up security, that's a fact. Him telling them that he can't move the way that he had been moving because it's too sloppy, that's a fact. These are facts. Anyway, um, Shotty brought a weapon over to 6ix9ine's house in order to help protect 6ix9ine. So there's a really good argument that can be made that Shotty, if not no one else involved, Shotty was trying to keep 6ix9ine safe. There's actually a real good argument that could be made for that. Forget about the accusations about Shotty with Sarah Molina. Forget about those. You know, y'all ever notice I say her whole entire name when I say her name? Um, Forget about all of that. There's a good argument that could be made that Shotty was trying to keep the boy safe. Now, at the same time, there's an argument that can be made that Shotty was trying to keep 6ix9ine separate. I'm gonna say that again. There's a good argument that can be made that Shotty was trying to keep 6ix9ine safe. At the same time, there's a good argument that can be made that Shotty in reality was trying to keep 6ix9ine separate. Now, I had spoken to some people, and some people had to allegedly. No, matter of fact, I didn't speak to nobody. How about that? Um, let's just talk about the way that they were moving. In the beginning, there's something that I've always said. I've always said, why wasn't Seiko Billy doing shows with 6ix9ine? If 6ix9ine is doing shows and killing it, why is Seiko Billy not with them? 6ix9ine's Treyway, right? 6ix9ine screaming out Treyway on the songs, right? 6ix9ine has Treyway security, right? 6ix9ine is Treyway, right? So why not an artist like Seiko Billy, who is actually a good artist? He makes good music. Why is he not touring with 6ix9ine? Anybody got a question for that? Now we hear that, and at the same time, we also hear that there was a problem with Harv and other individuals that felt like they wasn't getting paid, right? So it sounds to me like there was a disconnect and there was distance between one side and the other. It sounds definitely like there was more than one side. There could have been two or three sides, as far as we know. One of the things that the court also said, be very clear, is that they said, I don't know how true this is, and I'm not saying that this is something that happened. This is something that they brought up in court. One of the things that the court said was is that when Shadi had came around after the beef had risen to a certain level, when Shadi had came around, um 6ix9ine shot the Billy that video, and I think he also edited it. I'm not 100% sure. But when Shotty came around, Miss Treyway allegedly, it's not even allegedly, they have the text messages. She was giving Harv the heads up whenever Shotty was around so Harv wouldn't run into Shotty. So Harv wouldn't get hurt or something. So obviously they had some kind of division going on over there. And this is not me talking. I'm not telling you nothing that anybody said privately to me. I'm not telling you nothing that isn't already common knowledge. This shit is in the court documents. So um with all that being said, just the way that you have to look at the situation. Um The judge said that he believed that somebody was going to talk on 6ix9ine. The way every single thing that they did was set up on not on the CEO Chris side, but on the other side of things where they was getting other people caught up, it looked like Tekashi was the kingpin and he was making all the orders until you get to that conversation that Shadi and Tekashi had. And I believe the one that taped that conversation was the driver. I believe the driver is the one that taped that conversation that Tekashi and Shadi had, where Shadi was basically telling Tekashi that he had to put $50,000 on Harv's head. He had no choice. So if you take that into consideration with all the other things that was happening, it looked like they were trying to make Tekashi look like he was the boss, like he was the one calling the shots. Now, I'm not saying he called no shots. I'm not saying that at all. Because they also have proof that he called up Shadi and told Shadi, yo, Billy Otto was going live in the hood. Like, how you letting that happen? They have proof of that also. So obviously Shadi, Tekashi was calling some shots. That's facts. That can't even be disputed. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's indisputable. Tekashi was calling some shots. That's indisputable. The judge said that he believed that if Tekashi didn't start talking, that other people would have spoke on him. I think the judge is specifically talking about Shadi. But Shadi didn't snitch on anybody, so I don't see no reason why they would believe that. Other than Shadi got his lawyer removed. Shadi did a couple of other things legally to try to get 6ix9ine caught up. But an argument could be made that he did those things because 6ix9ine was snitching. That's an argument that could be made. Shadi knew 6ix9ine was snitching. Shadi knew 6ix9ine was gonna snitch. Shadi knew 6ix9ine was doing this. Shadi knew 6ix9ine was doing that. And he was just like, yo, look, nah, we ain't doing this, homie. You ain't getting off free. You feel me? So, there could be an argument made for that. We need to have a little bit more context to know exactly if anybody would have spoke on 6ix9ine or not. We need more context. Now, as far as 6ix9ine having to do 47 years, I'm gonna tell you the problem 6ix9ine was caught in. A majority of those charges that was against 6ix9ine were on tape. Just like with the Shadi situation, they were on tape. A majority of the situations that 6ix9ine was being charged with was on tape. I don't know how you're gonna get out of that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how do you get from under that? They're on tape. So that's part of the problem that 6ix9ine had. Another problem that 6ix9ine had was, if you really do believe that these dudes were sleeping with your baby mama, what would make you think that they're not gonna help the government take you down? If you really do believe that these dudes was robbing you, what would make you think that they're not gonna help the government take you down so they could get off and go home to their family? See, this is the thing. I keep hearing people talk about how much they hate snitching. I keep hearing people talk about how much they won't snitch. How many of y'all been in that situation? Don't talk about some shit that you never been in, what you would do. Because at the end of the day, like with that person that got the gun pulled out on him and they made him eat the girl out, at the end of the day, I could only say what I think I would do. But do I know what I would definitely do in that situation? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, honestly, if you try to make me eat some girl out that got a bloody vagina, I'm probably going to throw her up on her. I'm probably going to throw dead up on her right then and there. And if I'm lucky, maybe they reflex thrower uppers. They see me throwing up, they got the gun, they start throwing up too. Then we can fight. I can try to get the gun from you. But the point being is this. James S says, I think that interview was a warning to them. I actually had a conversation with somebody else, and they also agreed that they think that that interview was him trying to let the gang know what was going down. Um, I was speaking with somebody else that believed the same thing. I could kind of get behind that, James S. Just to be honest with you, I think he was trying to let people know, like when he said, "Joe, look, I got the feds outside of my house. It's like 5 cars out there. They following me around everywhere I go." Like, you understand what I'm saying? I think he was trying to let people know, and I think that they took the information and they did the wrong thing with it. But at the end of the day, if they don't do the thing that they did, more people get caught up inside of the bullshit. More people get locked up. More people get. CEO Chris already had them hemmed. They was already hemmed. All right. CEO Chris had them hemmed. All this other stuff is just icing on it. Every single thing that went down with Tekashi 6ix9ine was icing on the cake. They was already hemmed up from CEO Chris. Common sense says, I wonder how Shoddy or Treyway found the driver if he did what. I don't know what you mean by that. He was just a regular. He was like a regular Uber driver or something, or he drove for a car company or something, and they used him a couple of times and they liked him, so they kept using the same guy. Like I do the same thing. Like if I go to a store and I like the way that the store treat me, and or I like like the way that the store is like I like the service at the store, or I like the people at the store. I'll walk past other stores to go to that store. Like there's one Best Buy I go to. Like I like there's more than one Best Buy I know about, obviously, but there's like one Best Buy I go to basically, and there's Best Buys that I can go to other than that one that's even closer, a lot closer. But there's one Best Buy I go to because I like the service and I have a good rapport with them. So I'd rather just spend a little bit of extra time to go there and get the job done right. Um, Westside P says, so in reference what Jade was implying, do you in some way agree with that thought process that they want to hurt me regardless, so I might as well be home? Um, if 6ix9ine doesn't snitch, and if 6ix9ine gets locked up and get put in jail, they don't have no reason to actually want to hurt him still. The reason why it was believed that they wanted to hurt 6ix9ine was because they was gonna get a windfall from his death. But if he's already locked up in jail, they're not gonna get a windfall from his death. You understand what I'm saying? They don't have nothing to benefit from. But with all of that being said, who am I to say? Maybe his life would have still been in jeopardy if he didn't snitch. Remember, they left the government gave him the impression that they were gonna kill him anyway. Period. Um, Jennifer Jennifer says, good morning. Honestly, I think that no sis and mantra not only ruin our communities, it has manipulates the youth. Okay, so this is the problem with the whole no snitching thing. If you're not in the streets, it don't even apply to you. I guess the problem is people that are out here doing crimes want the no snitching thing to apply to people who ain't in the street. You can't talk about a store owner is snitching on you robbing from his store. What the hell are you talking about? I have a real business here. What are you talking about? I'm snitching. I pay taxes. I pay the police salary. I'm not gonna be calling my homies from up the block to come handle you. And now I got people shooting up my store because I got into some turf war with some gang members down the block. We're not doing that. So yes, somebody that owns a store should just call the police. Somebody who is a citizen and they're not in that street life, they should just call the police. You are not snitching. The problem is people who, and not the real ones. Let me just be honest with you. Real rights understand this, right? Real lefts understand this, right? Real street people understand that if you're not in the street, you have the right to call the police. It's the fake street people that want to be like that you don't know the difference. Like you see them and you think they're a real street dude because they know street dudes. You understand what I'm saying? You think they're a real street dude because they in the street. but in reality, then they just faking. You understand what I'm saying? So they want to make it seem like a regular honest citizen can't call the police. You understand what I'm saying? I literally had somebody say that I was a snitch because I told them if they keep doing this thing, that I'm gonna have to go get a cease and desist. That's not even calling the police. That's me go getting a letter saying that, look, if you don't stop doing this thing, we're gonna sue you. They said you snitching. How am I snitching? I'm a business owner. I have to protect my business. But the people that said that, they not real street dudes. They fake like they real street dudes. You understand what I'm saying? Because no real street dude is going to tell some real business owner that they can't, they have a legitimate business, that they can't go get a cease and desist order. What the hell are you talking about? This guy has a real business out here. You trying to extort him. You can't, he told you to pull up and you can't fight, so you didn't want to fight him. So now you're trying to destroy his business. So he tells you, I'm going to get a cease and desist. And you say he's calling the police and he's a snitch. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the problem. You got fake street dudes out here trying to tell people the street rules, and they're purposely lying to make themselves look good. So that's what the actual issue is. The issue isn't the no snitching mantra. If you're in the street, you shouldn't be snitching. Okay? If you a street dude, if you in the street, if you make your money in the street, if you play with them things, if you in the street, you shouldn't be snitching. You feel me? But the problem is you got fake street dudes that want to act like they gang. And so what they do is they try to manipulate what the rules actually are. So now they're telling a whole bunch of fake news rules to people. So then I get the whole, when the real street dudes need to just step up and call it out. Yo, look, homeboy, we know about you. All you do is try to cause problems with people. You having a beef with another dude because you couldn't rob him and you not man enough to take his money. So you want to have everybody in the world beefing at him because you can't handle your own. You feel me? I'm about to curse. You feel me? It's basically the pussy niggas out here that's trying to hold other people accountable. And since they can't do nothing on their own, they want to make it seem like when you just doing regular shit, I'm a business owner. I need to protect my business. Oh, why you calling the cops? A cease and desist ain't calling the cops. A cease and desist is getting a court ruling so I can take it to the next level if need be. That's it. Yeah, and that's another situation with the whole Tekashi situation. This is the first time I've ever seen the actual gang try to get the moneymaker locked up. I've never seen this before. So this is just something new to us. This is just something new. And I don't know if I could say the gang. Let me not even say that. The perception that the government is trying to give us is that the gang is trying to make him take the fall. We don't know if that's what they're trying to do. But that's the perception that the government is trying to give us, in all fairness. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the perception that the government is trying to give us, in all fairness. We don't know. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But that's the problem with snitching. You understand what I'm saying? If you, like, 100%, if you in the game, you should not be snitching. Period. Okay? All right, that's what's up, Jennifer. Appreciate you. If you in the game, in the game, you're not supposed to be snitching. If you in gang, if you're a street dude, you really out here doing whatever you doing, you're not supposed to be snitching. Period. Let's be clear on that. The problem where snitching occurs is They're trying to tell victims that they can't tell the police. Like, if you're a victim of something because you're not in the street, because you're not a street person, and you're a victim of something, you 100% should go to the police. Period. Remember this. I'm a curse again. But remember this. A pussy nigga is gonna go talk about you behind your back and try to get as many allies against you as possible. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna lie. They're gonna say shit that can't be quantified. They're gonna make a lie about you that there's no way for anybody to disprove. So you can have that hanging over your head for the rest of your life. That's what they're gonna do. That's what pussy niggas do. Part of my language. I'm gonna stop cursing now. But that's what they do. They're gonna say something about you that it ain't true, but you can't prove it to be wrong. Or in order for you to prove it to be wrong, you have to tell people your business that you don't really want to disclose. That it's nobody's business. So you got to either tell somebody something about you that it's not their business and that person wins, or you could just hope and pray that there's more intelligent people out there than they are suckers. But absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, if you are in gang, the snitching shit applies. If you're not in gang, the snitching shit don't apply. That's another reason why I look at people that say police should tell on other police. If you believe in the snitch code, then also you can't say police should tell on other police. You get it? You get it. If you believe in the snitch code, you can't say police should tell on other police. Think about that. That's why we need the Tamika Mallory's of the world. Because she could tell police got to snitch on other police. You feel me? That's why we need our public advocates. No, Mr. AKA, I'm agreeing with you 100%. I believe that police officers are supposed to hold other police officers to the line of the law. But my point is this. Police officers is in the street. It's literally their jobs to be in the street. They're street N-words. Whether they believe it or not, they are street N-words. They're not supposed to snitch on each other. But they are supposed to do their job, and there not be a need for them to snitch on each other. You understand what I'm saying? Because they are in the street. So there's a lot that fall under that umbrella of no snitching. They own gang. Thank you, James S. There's a lot that falls under that umbrella of no snitching. So if you're going to be out here talking about can't nobody snitch, then that also has to apply to the police. Because the police are not civilians. The police are not citizens. They're not civilians. Once again, we need to raise the police wage. And once we have impropriety in somebody and it could be proved, they need to lose their job. Period. If you start doing that, you don't got to worry about people snitching. I believe 6ix9ine did what he had to do for himself. Could we just get a real quick free the boys? Could everybody say and mention whoever your favorite Treyway member is and say freedom? Could we have that in the chat? I want to see something. I want to do. I'm doing a quick study. Whoever your favorite Treyway member is that's locked up, can we get a freedom? Whoever that person is, put their name and put free whoever that is. Can we get that in the chat? I want to see something. Free all the boys. That's a fact. Can we get that up there? You know, whether it be Drama, whether it be Shoddy, whether it be Bat, whether it be Mac, Nuke, Mac, same person, whether it be Hov, whether whoever it is, whether it be Mel, whether it be 6ix9ine. I'm curious. Free Crippy. Shout out to Crippy. Rio Martinez says, shout out to the cops keeping other cops in check, like homegirl that was threatened at work because she pulled over a fellow cop. Shout out to her cops. It's not God's. Yeah, definitely shout out to the cops that's checking other cops. Just like these gang members out here need to be checking other gang members. That still falls inside of what I'm talking about. Shout out to that. Once we have some of the big homies, once we have some of the people that have influence, especially some of these rappers, that come out and actively say, yo, look, we not doing this, we not doing that, that's when change is going to happen. The police ain't going to be able to make change happen in our neighborhoods. The only way police can have change happen in our neighborhoods is by locking people up. But we don't want that type of change. We want to change a mentality. The only way for the mentality to change is for the people that's at the forefront of our perception, of the people that we're watching, the people that we're paying attention to, is for them to want change. You understand what I'm saying? So when we have the people who are Instagram famous, who are YouTube famous, who are television famous, leading by example, thank you, DTSN. Yeah, we're not gonna let none of that go through Urban Legend. You just, that comment had so many things wrong with it. I'm not mad at what you put up, but you had the N-word, cursing, calling people names, wishing people was locked up in jail. That comment ain't going through. I'm sorry. But yeah, free the boys, free Shoddy, free Crippy, free Mel Murder, Mel Matrix, free Bat, free Drama. Shout out to Drama. Free Crippy. I said Crippy. Shout out to Crippy. Free Cuda. Free all them boys. Know who they could keep though? CEO Chris. Keep him. Keep CEO Chris. Keep him. Free 6ix9ine. Thank you, Junior with Rivera. I said free 6ix9ine early. I should have said it again. My apologies. Free Daniel Hernandez. Keep CEO Chris. Keep him. Whew. Keep Cy Vance. For everybody that don't know who Cy Vance is, keep Cy Vance also. Shout out to Tamika Mallory. Hold on real quick. While we on this, who the damn prison should keep? While we on the who the prison should keep shit, they need to keep Cy Vance. Keep this guy. He's a district attorney, and he's being accused. They're saying he's guilty of racial inequality and injustice, gender inequality and injustice, prosecutorial prejudice, crony justice, dereliction of duty, violation of public trust. Keep that guy. How about that? Can we exchange him for the Treyway members? Could we send him to jail and have all the Treyway back out here on the street? Could we do that? Also, maybe not keep the people that made this, but somebody got to find these mofos and just, I don't know, they got give them a stern talking to. We not doing Dr. King like this, yo. We are not doing Dr. King like this. This is not cool. This is not cool at all. We not doing Dr. King like this, yo. What in the hell? And they put a do-rag on his head. Whoever did this damn artwork, whoever did that Photoshop is a beast. Let's be clear on that. Whoever Photoshopped, that's a beast. You got a job waiting for you somewhere. Let's be clear on this. Whoever did this Photoshop and put this do-rag on Dr. King, you got a job waiting for you somewhere, homeboy. You a beast. But we not doing that. All right, you were wrong for that. 100% wrong. But you a beast though. You got a job somewhere and it's waiting for you. This another one. We not doing this. We not doing this. We gotta have more self-respect, man. We gotta have more self-respect. Yo, shout out to Prince Harry, real quick. I want to give a shout out to Prince Harry. Prince Harry is so in love, he decided he don't even want to be part of the royal family no more. Imagine being a prince and being so in love, you don't even want to be a prince no more. You like, low, man, I want to live a regular life. That's crazy. Yeah, but them dudes, somebody need to find them dudes, and they need a stern talking to. That's a whole fact. Like, come on, man, we not doing this. Yeah, we ain't doing this. We ain't doing this. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes this is what I mean by just like we want police officers to straighten out other police officers, these people in these gangs in our community, we got to start. Some of these young boys, I need to kick them out the whip. I know you need numbers, I get it, but some of these young boys that can't follow protocol, you got to kick them out the whip. You don't. Okay. I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna go there with that AKA because I don't want to say that. But people know people know how they family are. You understand what I'm saying? People know how they family are. I met this one chick I was dating for a while, and she didn't want me to see her family, and I never knew why. So I was skeptical about her. Then when I met her family, I realized that her family, their whole perception of her was wrong. Like they busy treating her like some shit like she's the person she was like 7, 8 years ago. Like they still treating her like the person she was when she was like, I think I was dating her like in my early 20s. Like the person she was when she was like 13 years old. That's how her family is treating her. Like I'm gonna tell you something. It's hard being the youngest and it's hard being the oldest. I'm gonna explain. Whenever you're the oldest, you're supposed to know everything for some strange reason, and you're supposed to be the example that the other kids are supposed to follow, right? And whenever you're the youngest, they never let you grow up. No matter how old you get, every single person that's older than you, they still want to son you. So I'm the youngest, and that's probably another reason why when people talk about shit, like I'm the youngest as far as my father's kids is concerned. So that's why another reason why people try to tell me about stuff, I don't pay it no attention. Because I've had people try to tell me stuff just because I'm the youngest. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so since I'm the youngest, I don't know no better. And everybody else is smarter than me because they've been on the planet longer than me. You feel me? So that's difficult. Being the youngest is extremely difficult. Don't let nobody tell you different. Um, he wouldn't be king anyway. The other king, the other prince is ahead of him. The other prince is the royal prince or whatever they call it when you the this next up for succession. But anyway, England is generally ran by women anyway, right? Isn't it? They always got like some kind of queen. Shout out to England, right? Am I wrong? England is generally ran by women, right? I mean, besides the fact that it's been ran by a woman my whole, or there's been a queen of England my whole entire life because that lady is gonna live to be like 300 years old. That woman is gonna live through 3 decades, man. I mean, 3 centuries, man. So, that, and it's always been so. As far as I know, would he have been king? BP says, what I've noticed is old schools hate when youngins finally follow instructions and work smarter, not harder. I'm gonna tell you what I see. This is just my opinion. All right, I see two things happening. I see a couple of different things happening. I'm gonna talk about it from both sides real quick. One of the things that I see happening is this: old dudes aren't getting mad at young guys for working smarter as often as you ever you ever wrote poetry. And when you write poetry, they say that basically you have to learn how to do it the appropriate way before you could go outside the bounds. You got to learn how to do it the appropriate way, the right way, or the hard way before you can step out and be creative. And I think that that's what it is a lot. The older dudes who come tell a younger person, yo, this is the way that it needs to be done. And the younger person will think of a smarter way to do it, but it might leave out a step and it'll leave out an extremely important learning um, opportunity. So that's sometimes why the older OG or the older person is like, you can't do it like that, because it's not just getting the job done, but it's also how the job is getting done. And there's certain marks that we want to be able to hit. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that has a lot to do with the fact that sometimes OGs might feel like the younger guys is just doing it the wrong way, even if to the younger guys they're being successful. Because okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. So I was a young dude, right? Dumb young. So I used to never um do a triple threat. Like now I get the ball, I want to triple threat up, right? I used to never do a triple threat. I used to just catch the ball, put it down, bang, and then I'm gonna go to work. You understand what I'm saying? Um I I dribbled when I first started playing basketball, I dribbled a lot like Isaiah Thomas. That was my favorite basketball player. So think James Harden, but pass first. Because that's the shit that Isaiah Thomas is doing. I mean, the shit that James Harden is doing. That's the type of handle that Isaiah Thomas had, but it was better, whether you want to believe it or not. Isaiah Thomas' handle was better, but he was doing those same things, creating space, causing double teams, giving the ball up. You understand what I'm saying? So think like that. So when I had older folk trying to explain to me that sometimes I got to catch the ball and wait, I couldn't understand that. But the older person was right, even though the way that I was doing was working. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because now that I'm older, I could see what they was trying to tell me. I could have scored a lot more points. I could have conserved a lot more energy. You understand what I'm saying? Now that I'm older, I could see it. But at that time, I'm busy looking at the older dude like he hating. You just mad because you don't got this type of handle. You just mad because I'm more explosive than you. You just mad because I could jump out the freaking out the roof. You just pissed because I'm more athletic than you. That's the way I was looking at it. But that wasn't what they was trying to tell me. They was trying to teach me the simple idea of being patient and waiting for your opportunity and then taking advantage of it. And by doing that, you conserve energy. And by doing that, you get to play more minutes. And I think that is part of the problem that's happening when the older guys are trying to give younger dudes advice. The younger dudes are doing it in a manner that to them, they're like, I'm being successful doing it the way that I'm doing it. I got all these new innovative ways to do it. When the older guys probably looking at what they're doing, seeing, you know what, those same exact skills that you're using to do that thing right there, you could apply them better. I wish I had your talent. Yeah, that's crazy. You know how often I used to hear that about numerous different things. I wish I had your talent. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what the older person is busy thinking when they talking to the younger person that's not listening. because what they're doing is working. And that's what I think is happening. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I was young, I was fast as shit. They called me Spreewell. Any of y'all ever saw Spreewell play? Who was at the park with me that day when I went to my old park and dude was like, I used to dude said I used to play like Gary Payton because I brought it on both. I played the whole game. I played the defensive side of the ball, had people on lock, and on the offensive side I was scoring. And he was like, "Yo, you used to play like Gary Payton." Do you I don't know who was in here in that live. It was a live that we did over the summer. I don't know if any of y'all was here. But like, you know, sometimes I look at people who oh, you was here, Vix? You was here oh, what's up, Flower Bloom? You was here, Vix. That's why sometimes I look at people and I look at what they're doing and then I'm busy saying, yo, if I had just skill or if I was good at the thing that you're good at, I would do something a little bit different and you know, probably be more successful. I forgot most of the stuff that I learned about video editing and using Flash and I used to know how to write code HTML. You don't even need to write that no more because they got drag and drops everywhere. I used to be able to do that. Like I used to do a lot of stuff. I forgot most of that stuff. But now if I still had this, like if I stay up to date, like with a lot of these dudes that's now trying to do YouTube, I see some of the stuff that they're doing and I'm like, you know, that's interesting. You could really take this a little bit further and you could really blow this up. But they get into like stupid ass beefs with people and they want to go beef with another dude for 8-9 months because they trying to get a couple of hundred subs from their channel. And I'm like, you hustling backwards. You hustling. Oh, shout out to the 72 likes in this video. Could we get that to go up? What up, Illusion? Can we get them 72 likes to go up? Also, we only got, just so y'all know, for this morning. Oh, wait, let me check my phone because sometimes y'all be sending Cash App and PayPal, and I forgot a couple of times. If somebody don't say check the Cash App or check the PayPal, I will forget. I ain't didn't check. Real quick shout out, just so everybody know, so far for the list, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 people on the Morning Coffee Awards so far. Just to let y'all know. And for everybody else that don't know, I'm guessing, I don't know. There's another thing that I think I'm gonna start doing, adding, but I don't know. We're gonna see how it work out because it's also about time constraints. Um, I'll look right now, Flower Bloom. Hold on. You sent it to BBN or you sent it to Jack Frost? Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. In a couple of years, give it about maybe 7, 8 years, natural bodies is gonna be the shit. Mark my words. All of y'all women that decided that y'all just gonna be natural and that y'all not gonna get any kind of enhancements, in about a couple of more years, y'all gonna be the shit. Oh shit, she looks like a. Okay, no, we're not looking at no more of those pics. Why am I looking at pics? What am I supposed to be here doing again? Write a comment. Write a comment. I don't see it. I don't know what you're talking about. Write a comment so I could go find it. I don't see the link. I don't see a link. So just write a comment so I could go look for it right now. Like just say hey or some shit. Um No, I didn't hear about the politician that made the cop turn off his cam after being pulled over. Oakland becomes first in state to ban criminal background checks for renting housing. Oakland becomes the first state to ban criminal background checks for renting housing. I'm going to tell you something. They're going to have a lot of states that's going to have to follow suit. Cities and states that's going to have to follow suit. Do y'all understand how many people can't get housing because of criminal background checks and they don't even commit crimes anymore? A lot of these individuals is about to be let out of jail. What a lot of people don't know is the 80s, a lot of people got locked up for bullshit. A lot of those people have been coming home for about the last 10 years. I'm gonna say that again. In the 80s, a lot of people was getting locked up for bullshit, especially black people. A lot of those people have been coming home for about the last 10 years. Once again, shout out to CK. Shout out to Corey King. Corey King said he had a 3 to life. What kind of shit is that? How do you give somebody a 3 to life? He had a 3 to life. He did 15. These are the type of sentences people was getting in the 80s and in the early 90s. 3 to life? How the hell do you get a 3 to life? That should be illegal. A 3 to life? What up, Most Loyal? That don't even make sense. How long we gonna keep them? I don't know. 3? To how long? 3 years? But how long? I don't know. Forever? 3 to forever. How about 3 to forever? How does that make sense? You understand what I'm saying? So there's a lot of problems to go around. There was a lot of institutionalizing that they did to our people. There was a lot of, we get a black person caught up, we're going to give them the most time possible and keep them in jail and then let them back out into the community after we've already, treated them like animals for 10 years. Now we're just going to let them off the leash and put them back out into the community. You understand what I'm saying? If you really understand what I'm saying, this is what they did. You understand? So when I look at our community and I see what's going on in our community, realize it for like the last 10 years, there's been a lot of people that's been getting released. They can't get housing. So shout out to Oakland for doing that. And a lot of other places is gonna start passing suit. Is weed decriminalized in Oakland? That's the big question. What up, Alberto Rivera? Hey, Alberto, you from the Bronx? I used to play basketball with. I'm telling you a funny story. So I used to be shit, right? I used to be terrible at basketball, right? Absolutely terrible. I was in ninth grade. I used to go to 118. In that particular school, it was a junior high school. I went up to the ninth grade, right? So we was in gym one day, right? So I didn't know how to do a layup without doing all the steps, which now I just found out is a damn Euro step, just so we could be clear. I had to go through all the mechanics because I had to teach myself how to play basketball. Nobody taught me how to play basketball. I didn't know. And when I first started playing basketball, I used to take too many steps. I used to walk all the time when I used to go for a layup. So I used to have to practice 1-2 jump, 1-2 jump, 1-2 jump, 1-2 jump. So that turned into, you understand what I'm saying? So I did that layup to him one time, and it scored, and it was in the middle of everybody in the middle of gym. And we used to have a co-ed gym, so it was in the front of everybody. He wanted to fight me after that. Then we got into a dunk contest because I could jump real high, so we had a dunk contest. And I did this dope ass dunk where I went like that, bang, right? And everybody was like, "Oh!" And then the bastard went and tore the rim down. How you gonna win like that, Albert? How you did that, Al? How you gonna win like that? How you gonna tear the whole rim down?
He was like big, you know what I'm saying? When I say I was a little skinny guy, and I did this dope ass like windmill shit. Bong! I didn't really try to do a windmill. I just jumped and then tried to get the ball up. So, but that's what it looked like. But I really wasn't trying to do a windmill. All transparency. And then he went and ripped the rim down. So shout out to you, Albert, for doing that shit. Couldn't take a L. Anyway. Oh, so weed and psychedelics are decriminalized. Now you know why they're doing that. Oh, you went to Clinton 93 to 97? Did you ever go to 118? Did you ever go to 118? Because if it was you that ripped that damn rim down, I'm trying to tell you, I won that dunk contest. We was going back and forth, yo. And I can't play basketball. So I was so happy that I was like doing dope dunks by accident. This mofo just jumped up and ripped the damn rim down. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. What up, Crypto? He don't want to answer that question. He know it was him. Stop ripping down rims when you lose dunk contests, homeboy. Y'all also got to understand, as long as they say felons can't vote, but you got to go through so much shit to get your voting rights back. Most people don't do it. But as long as they say felons can't vote, all they got to do is make us felons, and then they don't got to worry about us messing up the process. Oh, you 5'7"? He was Puerto Rican too. I'm looking at you, Albert. No, we're not gonna hit him with bags. He ain't do nothing. Oh man, yo, he didn't do nothing. No, we're not hitting him with bags. Oh man, yo. Oh man. I don't know why trolls be thinking like by them coming in here and getting themselves kicked, like they hurting something. I don't understand. I need a second. Quick bathroom break. Give me 1 second. What are we gonna put up? Let's put up this. Shout out to the people who make our merch. Also, for everybody that don't know, we got some new merch that should be dropping by the end of this week, beginning of the next week. We got our Crip edition, we got our Blood edition, and we got our Hybrid edition. Just so you know, and I did not mean to throw up gang signs. I was just saying 1, 2, and 3, but that's just the way that I say it. So we got our Crip edition, we got our Blood edition, and we got our Hybrid Nation edition. Got new merches dropping, a whole fact. So, just to let y'all know. I didn't mean to do the three layer. I've been doing one. I've been counting like that. I've been counting like this ever since. Have you ever seen Inglorious Bastards? Is it Inglorious Bastards? It's Inglorious Bastards. When they got the scene where they're drinking or whatever, and they like in the basement and they drinking, right? And the person asks for 3 drinks and they go like this, and that's how the person know that they're a spy, because Germans don't go like this. Germans go like this. Shout out to Inglorious Bastards. With that being said, we're gonna call it a wrap. We wrapping it up a little bit early today. We wrapping it up a little bit early today. We need peeps to kick. Don't exclude the too much. Don't exclude the what too much. What are you talking about? We need peeps to kick. um yeah, so I don't know why the trolls be like, oh man, I just got kicked. We kick people here. I don't know what any other else. And anybody that makes a big deal out of blocking people or make a big deal about kicking people off of their platform, BBN did it first. BBN shouted from the top of the heavens about how we kick people from our platform before other people made it a thing. Okay, everybody else want to be all inclusive. We say if you don't fit, we must have quit. Something like that. I just wanted to fit that in somehow. Anyway, look, I love y'all. I want everybody to enjoy your day. Everybody go do something productive. Remember, when we helping somebody else be the best them that they can be, at that moment, we're being the best us that we could be. So let's go encourage other people to be the best person that they could be. Let's allow people to be successful. Let's allow people to have positive impacts in our lives. Let's allow for people to be able to even help themselves and propel themselves to prosperity. Let's stop thinking that we have to hold other people back in order for us to win. That's not the way life works. That's the way that they're trying to convince us that life's work in order for them to keep us into a slave mentality. That's literally what the slave mentality is. I don't have to hold you back because you're going to hold your brothers back. You're going to hold your sisters back. You're going to hold the people back around you. So therefore, I don't have to oppress you. That's why I keep talking about when people try to explain racism to me and how racism still exists. Yes, racism exists, but racism can only have dominion and control over us because we don't stick together, because we have people on YouTube that want to fight other YouTube channels for no reason, because we have people on IG that want to fight people for no reason, because we have individuals that just don't want to see people that look like them win. They think of every reason in the world. Oh man, he had an argument with some guy that I barely know last year, so I want him dead. Like, this is the way people think. That's the slave mentality. Don't allow people to use that slave mentality to destroy you and what you love. Let them know what it is. Hit them with their bags and keep it pushing. Um, with all that being said, right? Let's help somebody win today. Today, let's do something to help somebody else win. I'm gonna tell you a real quick story before we go. I had a friend, right? I still know the person. I'm not on bad terms with them, but I'm gonna explain something to you. They had a weight problem. So I said, well, one of the things that I do to help me regulate my weight is at that period of time, I would eat multiple times during the day, but I would eat small portions so I could keep my metabolism burning. Right? This is a thing. Also try to eat healthy, but you want to eat small portions. You want to eat multiple times a day. Keep your metabolism burning, right? So you want to know what this dude go and do? This dude comes back to me about 2 weeks later and tells me that I don't know what I'm talking about because my theory isn't working. He's gaining weight. I said, you're gaining weight? I said, well, what you eating? So basically what he's been doing is he's been eating 3 and 4 pizza pies a day. I say that again. I told him to eat small portions a few times during the day because that helps keep your metabolism burning. What this dude went and started doing was he started eating 2 and 3 and 4 pizza pies a day. The whole point of that is some people, no matter how much you help them, you can't help them because they don't want help. Let those people be. Let them go do what they're doing. No. He just wanted to prove me wrong. Real talk. He just wanted to prove me wrong. That's it. So he went to the whole extent of eating 3 and 4 Domino's pizzas every single day just so he could come back to me and tell me that I'm wrong about something. We're about to go off, Smooth. I wish you came here earlier and asked me about that. No, my point is that when people don't like you and when people got a problem with you, they're just gonna do any old random thing. They don't care who they hurt. They don't care if they kill or hurt themselves. They don't care if they put themselves in a bad situation. They don't care what they do to themselves as long as they can do something that can hurt you. Steer clear of those people. Those are not the people we're trying to help. We're trying to extend our services. We're trying to extend ourselves. My fault, Smooth. Now you good, Smooth. It's just we about to go off. So I'm closing up right now. If you would have asked me that earlier, I would have been able to have context for you. But we 2 hours in and we about to go off. That's all. You good. Why do I have a feeling that's the damn Tupac guy that used to be in here? Anyway, yeah, eating right before bed is bad also. I got a whole nother story. I used to know this other person, right? I still know them, and they was talking to me, and they was busy telling me that the way that they lose weight. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. This is how they lose weight. They don't eat all day, and they just eat one big meal right before they go to bed. Real talk, no lie. The person told me this and literally argue with me about this that I don't know what I'm talking about. What they do is they starve themselves all day. They don't eat nothing. They just eat one big meal right before they go to bed. And people just do this because they get mad because I be right about a lot of stuff. Even in my personal life, I be right about a lot of stuff. So people are always just going out of their way to try to prove me wrong instead of just living their life. So I don't understand it. That's one of the reasons why my landlord don't like me. He said, "You too smart. You think you smart." Like every time he wants to tell me about how much he hates me, he always sticks in there how I think I'm smart or that I'm smart. Every single time he wants to insult me, it's something. He's so smart, or he thinks he's smart, or look. I mean, if you living your life based on trying to prove other people wrong, you're living your life to be miserable. I don't know no other way to tell you. But that's literally what you're doing. You're living your life to be miserable if you're living your life based on trying to prove other people wrong. You shouldn't be living your life trying to based on trying to prove anybody wrong. You shouldn't be living your life based on trying to prove anybody right. That should not be what your life is based on. Yeah, because your body's been first of all, if you eat before you go to bed, you probably are gonna wake up exhausted because your body's been trying to burn all of that food you just been eating and right before you went to sleep. So you're gonna have wake up groggy and whatnot. Anyway, with all that being said, that's all we got to say this morning. I really do appreciate everybody that pulled up. Um, show up to tonight's show tonight. We will be having the Tonight Show. Uh, Shout out to Susan Bort Spadell with the $5 drive. Shout out to New York Silver Stacker with the $5 drive. Shout out to Terrence Brown with the $10 drive. And shout out to Rio Martinez with the $5 drive. Definitely appreciate you. I got a question real quick. Is there any particular reason? Do y'all like using the just real quick, just give me your answers. This is only for the people who actually donate. This is obviously not for people who don't donate. No disrespect to anybody. But do y'all prefer to use the super chat, the Cash App, or the PayPal? Like, do y'all prefer to use the super chat? I just real quick, I just want to answer or two. I'm just curious. Nobody's commenting. So I guess this is all right. So G says Cash App because I get more to Cash App. That's a fact. Vic says PayPal or Super Chat. Those are her preferences. I don't think she could Cash App because she's in another state, another country. James S says Super Chat because it's easier. Prince to Amir says Cash App. Get as much bread as possible. B, appreciate you. Yeah, Prince to Amir also is through the Cash App often. Black Wolf likes the Super Chat. I'm just curious. Super Chat is easiest. All right, that's what it is. Super Chat does take out a lot of the money, and Cash App does give me more of the money. That's a fact. Um, I I'm just happy if anybody like I'm appreciative of anybody donating. So if you donate on either, I'm appreciative. Period. I was just curious. Um, Super Chat takes out about 30 to 40%. That's a fact. If you Cash App the money, it is definitely better for me. I don't know no other way to put it. If you Cash App the money, it's better for me. Period. Yeah, super chat takes out 30 to 40%. That's why I don't mind the super chats though. I'm cool with whatever. Whatever is your preference is your preference. PayPal is dope also. I don't know. I don't know if you could use it. PayPal. Have you ever donated DSTN? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just curious. I say your name a lot. I don't know if you ever did. But also, donating to the super chat helps the channel because it lets YouTube donating to the super chat is just fine. Just everybody know I'm not trying to say donate to the cash app. Donating to the super chat is just fine. I was really curious as to what people's preferences are. So if you prefer to donate to the super chat, keep donating to the super chat. All right, that's what it is. Rule. Oh, Rule got cash app now. Shout out to Rule. Yeah, if you prefer to donate to the super chat, donate to the super chat. I'm fine with either. I was just curious. All right. Yes, they do take a percentage of the subscription money. Um, of course they do. But at the end of the day, that helps keep the channel alive. The more y'all donate to the super chat, the more they're gonna make my channel visible, our channel visible. The more subscribers we have, members, the more they're gonna help make the channel visible, and the more visibility we're gonna get just in general. So yeah, that's a good thing. So both of those things are good. I'm not trying to take from one or the other. I'm just curious as to what people rather do because not for nothing. I like the fact that Cash App donations come and PayPal donations come in conjunction or in addition to super chat donations. Those all of that is dope at the end of the day. Um Long story. Anyway, yo, look, I love y'all. Everybody enjoy your day. We gotta go though. I'm holding y'all up. Go enjoy your day. Go do something positive. Remember, we great. You understand what I'm saying? Go be great. Remember that. Don't forget that. Be great. Copy? Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.